Hello everyone, it is me, Greenville Roblox, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over all the cars that I own in Greenville right now. Before we begin, make sure to click the like button, subscribe button, turn the notifications so you know when I post brand new videos. And also tell me how many cars that I showed you that you have in your own inventories. But let's get straight to it. Alright, so the first car we're going to do is start from the top. First car we have is this little Colobred Western car thing. It's like a little car that you would get when you were really young. You used to drive these little like scaled down versions of the car. This is what that is, and actually uses sometimes roleplay sessions. It gets up to pretty fast, like 60 miles an hour, so it's not like slow. After that is the Western go-kart version, or that Western go-kart. This is really cool. It's kind of an odd car in my collection. I never really used this, but I thought it was always the coolest to look at. After that is the Fox Mountain truck, which was made for the, I think it's the April Fool's update. Another car that I don't really use, but it's kind of interesting in my garage. After that is my favorite, well, my second favorite, is the Honda Accord, the brand new one. I love this thing. I love it. The first time that I saw it, I was like, wow, I need to have that. And well, I have it. It's very cool. After that is the, I guess like GT Atlas thing that was added when this car came around. I don't ever use this car, really. I really don't find a purpose for it, but it's okay. After that, I have the, I guess you can call it fake Urus, or it's more like a RAV4 just with a body kit and some performance upgrades, but here it is, fake Urus, I call it. After that is the Kim K Escalade. Right here, I use this for, you know, if I want to cruise around in a fancy car and I don't want to use like one of the Escalades, I use this one. I quite like it. After that is the Baja version of the Ford right here, the one that came pretty recently, I guess you could say. I don't ever use this, it's too quick for me, I have no use purpose for it. After that is my Civic Type R that actually you could see in my profile picture of this channel. Actually, this is my inspiration of that drawing just from the rear end. I really love this car. After that is one of the more recent limiteds, the really fast Dodge Challenger. I really don't ever drive this either, but I bought it. I really don't know why, I can't really tell you. This is the off-sale version, or an off-sale trim of the Rivian before it was remodeled, but yet it has all like the new updated stuff and all that, just without that specific trim. After that is the Mustang Mach-E, which I'm waiting for it to be overhauled in the next update. Next is the Civic Si, my favorite car of the entire fleet, which some pretty like ugly rims, I have to change them, but this is my favorite car. It's been here since I've gotten the car into the game, is when I first bought it, and I've kept it since. I've never sold it. After that is the really fast minivan of the current one, the SFP version. I really never use this. I used to use this a lot, and then I just stopped. Next is my cruiser, my Century Moonlight. I really like this car because though it's a hybrid, I really like it for how it drives. I think it drives really nicely, and it's just really comfortable to drive in with a wheel. Next is one of my third favorites, or my fourth favorite as you could say, is my Lexus NX. This is my favorite car when it comes to like crossovers. It is fast, it is a hybrid, and it's pretty quick, and it turns really good for what it is. You'll see me driving this a lot of the time besides my other Civics. I really like this car. After that is the Buffalo TUX truck thing. I've never driven this, really driven like maybe 2 times. Otherwise, I really never drive it. It's just not in my use case. Next is going to be the lifted HG bullhorn truck thing, which is that really obnoxious horn noise that's been changed, but I really like this car just for the sole purpose of goofing around. It's pretty funny, especially when it brakes. It goes crazy. After that is not last year's, but the year before was the Egg Hunt, I believe. Remember the year before that? One of those years. This was the egg car for that after you completed it. Next is the XSC Nightshade version of the Toyota Camry in its all-wheel drive V6 version, which is actually a really good car to drive. It's pretty quick. After that is the XLE in the front drive V6 version. This car I used to like, you know, move around traffic, go pretty quickly when I'm allowed to. You know, this is my fun car, I guess you could say, from all the other ones. After that is the 454 SS version of the Silverado. The only trim that went off sale for that car, right here in front of me, I don't use this car only because it's really straight off the top, off of the line. It's like super slow, and then it's just ridiculously quick. After that is the unremodeled Denali. Before it came, actually, look, here is the, I'll even show you the differences between the two. There it is. Yeah, it is a huge difference from what it is. Yeah, very big difference. After that is the unremodeled Palisade. I'm pretty sure it's a Palisade. I'm sorry if I got the car wrong, but this is it right here. After that is the unremodeled Nissan Rogue, which I've never driven besides once, and that was me buying it. Otherwise, I've never driven it. Afterwards is the 2019 Ford Edge in its unremodeled state, and I have actually never bought the remodeled versions of it. I just have the unremodeled. After that is the 2019 Amigo, a Chevron Amigo. This is like a basey version of it or whatever it is. It's kind of like just one trim car, which I think is really weird. I only drive it because I'm allowed to. After that is the V8 smart car thing from Aston Martin. I really like it. I think it's pretty funny, especially when you go head on with it. The wheels completely freak out, and it's just a fun car to watch. After that is the new Dodge Ram twin turbo thing, whatever it is. This truck right here, I've only driven a couple times. It always runs out of gas because I go really fast in it, so there's just no point. It's more of a goofing around car. After that is the, there it is. The Acadia TSR, the one that I made a video on telling you need to buy these cars before the next update. Really cool car. I especially like how it looks, though it's finally off sale, but I do like how it looks. After that is my 2017 Lexus LX, one of my favorite cars. This is actually the car that I did the YouTube short in that I got flung into the air. This has all brand new lights and everything too. Go see the iCard above for that. After that is the BMW's BKM Ziggy, or the i3. This is the unremodeled version. This is one of the older ones that I have and never really sold it. After that is the Toyota Tacoma. After that is going to be this one right here, the little smart car, really fast version of it, which I still think, I kind of like the startup on it too. I like the way it starts up pretty quickly. I quite like it. It's a very nice car. After that is the unremodeled Kia Soul. This is another car that I have that I really never driven. I've never driven it since the new one came out. Next is the 2015 Chevron Cali, the the off-sale version of it I have. After that is the four-door version of the Ram that was remodeled, unremodeled version. Next is the two-door version of the truck right here, same thing. Next, I have the 2014 DOT state maintenance vehicle. This car I use if I'm going on state maintenance for DOT and OGVRP. After that, I have the Chevron Guardian wagon, also an off-sale car with all off-sale plates. After that is my staff car that I use. Next is the electric version of the Audi R8 without the, engine, just an electric version. After that is, the car actually got some heat for last video for it being in third gear the whole time. But this is my Audi R8 right here also. I quite like it, though it likes to rev really high for no reason. After that is my race car, my GTS. This is my favorite car to do, especially in an upcoming video that I might release of this car doing some things. I really like it. It's very fun. After that is the beater version of the same car. I like it, or the takeover edition, I guess you could say, but I really like this car. It's really unique. I quite like it. After that is the takeover edition of this car right here. I think it's really cool that they're adding these cars ever since that takeover event happened. A lot of people have been asking for these. It's really cool. After that is the unremodeled Decom Police version of the Dodge Charger before it was remodeled. Then we have the Yellow Jacket version of the same Charger in its unremodeled state. This is actually a fun car to drive. You can drive it literally anywhere. It's a fun car. After that is the Crown Victoria Taxi, which I actually am able to own without being on the taxi team, as you can see. I got it before the car was remodeled. I really like it. After that is one of my main use cases for this is OGVRP DOT. I love being DOT. I think it's a great underrated place. I mean, underrated company, I guess you could say. I quite like it. I love being DOT. It's really fun. After that, I have the oppressor version of the Chevy too. I never drive this besides like rarely. I really just don't like trucks, really. I mean, I like trucks. They're okay. I don't have nothing against them. I just don't really drive them much. After that is the Fast and Furious version of the Prius, which I usually never drive either. It's too slow for me. Next is last year's, I believe, egg car, with it actually being a convertible too, which, you know, is quite nice. It even has a little flower in it. I think it's quite cool. I like it. Oh, that's too far. After that is the CSL BMW right here. It's actually really another fun car when you're able to drive it. It's actually a pretty fun car. I quite like it. Next is the Volvo unremodeled Volvo right here. You can see how much has changed since then. Next is the Acura 300RS. I really don't see a lot of people owning this. I'll see a couple here and there, and it's pretty cool to see other owners of this car, but I never really see this car anymore, unfortunately. After that is the Yugo, I believe it is, unremodeled version of this car. Next is the unremodeled R32 as well. Here is a quick wraparound of it. Then from there is the most expensive car that put me into debt and that I've ever bought, is the GT40 competition or whatever it is. The race car version of this car put me into debt forever. I've never been able to get back up to how I was. That took months. Then after is the race version of the Dodge Charger, I believe it is. This one right here, I drive sometimes. After that is the Dodge Charger Classic, which is completely redone. It just has the classic logo in it, so it's the old version. Next is the Barn Finds Ford Mustang, the original one, the Barn Find version. The second to last car is the unremodeled Ford Mustang. This one right here, I get a lot of heads turning for this car. And finally, the last car is the Halloween event car that everyone knows sets on fire with pressing G, and there you go. It is on fire. But on that fiery note, it is the end of today's video. I hope everyone did enjoy it, and if you did, make sure to click the like button, subscribe button, and turn the notifications on so you know when I post brand new videos. I hope everyone had a lovely day, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye now!